Indeed, the dawn of the Industrial Revolution was a period of profound change, reshaping societies and economies in ways that were previously unimaginable. Watt's steam engine provided a reliable source of power, far surpassing the limitations of water and wind. It could power machines, locomotives, and even ships. Factories no longer needed to be located near rivers for water power. They could be built anywhere, further accelerating industrial growth. The steam engine became a symbol of the Industrial Revolution's relentless pursuit of progress.
Connecting the world innovations in communication and finance. The 19th century was a period of remarkable transformation where the seeds of modern communication and financial systems were sown. As production soared, so too did the need for efficient communication and financial systems. Factories were churning out goods at an unprecedented rate, and the movement of these goods required a robust network of information exchange. The Industrial Revolution spurred advancements in these areas as well. Innovations in communication, such as the telegraph, and in finance, like the establishment of modern banking practices, were crucial in supporting this rapid industrial growth.
The invention of the electric telegraph by Samuel Morse, in the 1830s, revolutionized long-distance communication. This groundbreaking technology allowed for the instant transmission of information over vast distances, something that was previously unimaginable. Messages could now be sent across continents in minutes rather than weeks or months by traditional mail. This not only sped up personal communication, but also had profound implications for business and finance, enabling real-time decision-making and coordination.
Meanwhile, the rise of industrial capitalism led to the development of sophisticated banking systems. Banks began to offer a range of services, from savings accounts to loans, which were essential for funding industrial ventures. New financial instruments, such as stocks and bonds, were created to fund large-scale industrial projects. These instruments allowed businesses to raise the capital needed for expansion and innovation, further driving economic growth. These innovations in communication and finance facilitated the rapid exchange of information and capital, fueling further industrial growth and connecting the world in unprecedented ways. The telegraph lines that crisscrossed continents and the financial networks that spanned the globe laid the foundation for the interconnected world we live in today. The synergy between these advancements not only transformed industries but also reshaped societies, making the world a smaller, more connected place. The human cost of progress, labor, life, and social reform. The Industrial Revolution, a period of great technological advancement and economic growth, also brought significant social challenges. As factories sprang up and cities expanded, the demand for labor grew exponentially. The Industrial Revolution brought about unprecedented progress, but it also created new challenges. The rapid industrialization led to a shift from agrarian societies to urban centers, where factories became the primary source of employment. This shift, however, came at a cost. The lives of workers in factories were often harsh. Many people, including men, women, and children, found themselves working in grueling conditions. The promise of steady wages drew them in, but the reality was far from ideal.
Long hours, low wages, and dangerous working conditions were commonplace, particularly in the early years of the revolution. Workers often toiled for 12 to 16 hours a day, 6 days a week, with little regard for their health or safety. The machinery they operated was often unsafe, leading to frequent accidents and injuries. Children, some as young as 5 or 6, worked in factories and mines, their small bodies more easily able to navigate cramped spaces. These young workers were subjected to the same harsh conditions as adults, if not worse. They were often overworked and underpaid, with little time for education or play.
These conditions led to social unrest and calls for reform. Workers began to organize and demand better treatment, fair wages, and safer working environments. The voices of the oppressed grew louder, and the need for change became undeniable.
Reformers like Robert Owen advocated for better working conditions and established model factories that treated workers more humanely. Owen's efforts demonstrated that it was possible to run a successful business while also caring for the well-being of employees. His model factories provided shorter working hours, fair wages, and access to education and healthcare. Governments slowly began to pass laws regulating child labor, improving factory safety, and establishing minimum wages. These reforms were the result of relentless advocacy and the growing recognition that the exploitation of workers was unsustainable. Child labor laws were enacted to protect the youngest and most vulnerable workers, while safety regulations aimed to reduce the number of workplace accidents. The fight for workers' rights had begun, a legacy of the Industrial Revolution that continues today. The early struggles of factory workers laid the groundwork for modern labor movements and the ongoing pursuit of fair labor practices. The progress made during this time serves as a reminder of the importance of advocating for the rights and dignity of all workers, ensuring that the human cost of progress is never forgotten.
The global transformation industrialization spreads beyond borders. What began in Britain did not stay confined to its shores. The Industrial Revolution spread to other parts of Europe, to North America, and eventually to the rest of the world. Each region adapted the innovations and ideas of the Industrial Revolution to its own unique circumstances. In the United States, abundant natural resources and a growing population fueled rapid industrialization in the 19th century. The Industrial Revolution transformed countries from agrarian societies to industrial powerhouses, forever altering the global balance of power and shaping the interconnected world we live in today. From steam to silicon, the enduring legacy of the Industrial Revolution. This era marked a turning point in human history, where manual labor began to be replaced by machines, and the pace of life accelerated dramatically. The Industrial Revolution was a period of profound change that continues to shape our world. It began in the late 18th century and lasted well into the 19th century, transforming economies, societies, and cultures across the globe. From the clothes we wear to the technology we use, the echoes of this era are all around us. The mechanization of textile production, for instance, revolutionized the fashion industry, making clothing more affordable and accessible to the masses. It brought about mass production, the factory system, and the rise of cities. Factories became the new centers of production, employing thousands of workers and leading to the growth of urban areas as people moved from rural regions in search of jobs. It also sparked unprecedented social and economic changes, including new class structures, the growth of global trade, and concerns about pollution and environmental degradation. The working class emerged as a significant social group, and the gap between the rich and the poor widened. Today, as we stand on the cusp of new technological revolutions, the lessons of the Industrial Revolution are more relevant than ever. The rapid advancements in technology, such as artificial intelligence and renewable energy, echo the transformative changes of the past. The spirit of innovation, the drive to improve our lives through technology, and the ongoing debate about the balance between progress and its social and environmental costs are all legacies of this pivotal period in human history. As we navigate the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century, the Industrial Revolution serves as a reminder of the power of human ingenuity and the importance of considering the broader impacts of technological progress.